Hi guys, welcome back to SciReef. So today we're heading to London for the Reef Summit. Shout out to Colette and the team over at Tropical Marine Centre for organising a great day. Really looking forward to it. So gonna record some bits on the journey down there. We've got roughly a 4-hour drive. Praying the M6 is okay traffic wise, but yeah, we'll get some clips on the way and then I'll see you guys there. Peace. Had to take a quick pit stop at the services, grab a quick bite from M&S, and then it was back on the road. Had another couple of hours drive after we stopped at the services. We headed to where we were parking, which was on someone's drive. I think we used Find My Parking Space or something like that. I think it was about £8 for the day, which was not too bad as there wasn't much parking around the Horniman Museum. So yeah, just another couple of clips cruising and then we pull up to the museum itself. So we've just arrived at the Horniman Museum and just walking around to head towards the Butterfly Museum and looking at this place. It's amazing. I suppose it does help when we've actually got sun in the UK for once.
With marine livestock and associated dry goods for over 50 years. And compared to livestock supply in other places, even freshwater livestock, we've actually been quite spoiled. When you visit TMC headquarters in Chorleywood tomorrow, you'll see how clean and professional the company is. And it's been that way for as long as I can remember. Captive bred saltwater fish is a big.
And when I first got here 17 years ago, corals, I've worked in public aquariums and specialised in corals for the last 25 years. And I've really tried to steer this institution towards coral-focused work, but a lot of collaboration towards. So, when we first started this, there's lots of information in scientific literature. Oh, I haven't updated that slide. That you can by staring in a tank. So, you start seeing amazing interest about the biology of this species. It's purple for the first few months. It doesn't start getting that classic colouring until it hits 13 months and starts getting that beautiful. So unlimited opportunity to start playing around with this. I should say most of this doesn't work. So there's something called reproductive boundaries that stops a lot of that. We've tested maybe a little bit less than 100, maybe about 80 different pairwise crosses between different species boundaries. Some work, most don't. But they're a year old, you're looking at probably not far off a button scolly. At that size, that's probably marketable in a year. Unfortunately, this was done in 2020. No, I can't remember. No, 2021. And Derek got those in, I think, in the October. The ban then hit in. So we can't get access to any of these master grades. We're also taking out environmental DNA. And what you can do is you sample from a sponge and you can understand all of the species that are in the ocean in that vicinity. It's incredible. So this is a biomarker. And we published the first paper showing this as an important marine biomarker.
We've done in the past, what are our goals and ambitions right now, what we want to do. in terms of aquarium trade, how to modernize basically the trade. But yeah, we're the Institute of Chemistry and Biology of the Marine Environment, in short ICBM, which is a little bit of an unfortunate acronym, especially when you travel in geopolitically significant regions and you have a lot of weird equipment, and it says in big letters ICBM. So it can be covered in bacteria in the ocean, and all these bacteria can produce compounds, they fight, they do stuff, and they also harbor a lot of interesting chemical compounds that could be used for various. So I hope maybe one day I'll manage to get diving while the spawning is happening. So once we collect the egg and sperm bundles, we see here the orange balls are the eggs and the white stuff in between are the sperm. The big bathtub-like tank. So here we have to bake smaller Brötchen, as we say in Germany. So nevertheless, in 2020 we had the first successful and planned spawning of Phytroptera in Germany. I think to this date we're still supply chain is still dependent on stability and reliability. I mean, we're basically one political decision away from the country shutting off their export, basically. So it's not too reliable.
Goss was a pioneer. He advised Charles Darwin how to bring specimens back alive on the beagle.
Wow.
So he was absolutely the forefront. He was actually, when you read, Darwin, it's pretty dry reading. Goss actually had a really nice tone about the way he wrote. Bear in mind, no running water, no electricity. This guy could keep temperate marine animals going for 1-2 years in his house. So introduction.
Do the lens screen.
So, once you have your polyp, if you feed it regularly, you can use temperature change to trigger the strobulation. It will produce the juvenile jellyfish, they're fiery, you grow them on, eventually it will go onto display. The worry that I had was the polyps we were producing produced only male jellyfish, which kind of indicated that the polyp will divide asexually.
About normal, so we're just boosting it a little bit to 760 just to help it grow.
An algae. So Tysocrisis, T-Tysocrisis, and then Ketoceros, calcitrans.
So we're actually winding down all the research systems. We're going to get some new built. I need to talk to Nick before he leaves today. So all of these are going to get replaced in the next couple of months. So we are winding down some of the stock so that when we drain it and fill it back up, we're good to go. So space is limited. We have our little cupboard under the stairs, our Harry Potter cupboard. That's all of the urchin spawning's done. And then we have this rack system up the stairs. And so we have to kind of think around yacht mentality to use every inch of available space. So this is so we can get to the top rack. We have no space, basically no space. So along here are a lot of our juveniles. We have Acropora kenti, Meliopora, the first Trachyphilias. I think certainly ever produced in Europe.